probably your cousin, your brother, and they're going through addiction and you want to see an end to it, you want to help them. This is the conversation we're having right now. I've got a clinical psychologist, Cheptoo, who's helping me, have this conversation. So we basically touched on the indicators. We've talked about the conversation, you approaching them, you tell them, listen, this is what's going on. Now we are helping them, we're supporting them, all right? We are in it. Sawa. Now, somebody who's probably listening in, they so badly want to help somebody, but they don't know how. All right. So, Dr. clinical psychologist Cheptoo, talk to us about how we can help from the beginning till the end and throughout this process also.
Yeah, awesome. Mm-hmm. So the first one, as you can remember, we've talked about social support.
Yes.
And the next one I can say is on now you helping them to seek treatment.
Okay.
Yes. So helping you seek treatment doesn't mean that you're forcefully making them do it, because remember, you have to first help them see the problem, then let them take the responsibility, that the initiative that I as an individual I'm going to walk through this. The reason as to why this is important is because many who are forced and they don't want to actually change, or they don't see any problem with it, they end up not actually recovering well. They end up still relapsing. So it's good that as you are approaching this person to go treatment, you also help them to see the need for them to be responsible for what they actually undergo. So that is very important. After you've already, of course by that time you would have maybe known which kind of treatment they may need. There is outpatient treatment whereby they'll be going maybe for counseling for that, and there's also the rehabilitation whereby they're going to be taken to the rehab for depending with the kind of substance they're using. Symptoms are very different, also management is different. So depending with that, they'll that's where the management will actually be done. But remember, there is no one fits all size solution. There is no one fits size all solution. They vary because there are many. So the other way is that you as a person, for those maybe who are in recovery, it's good to encourage them to continue going for support groups. There are support groups that are always outside there. As much as people are already, when you're in rehab, you are assigned a psychotherapist. So you are actually dealing with some of your problems outside there, and they will also encourage you to, towards the end, to go for a support group. Yes. So even you as a loved one, when you know there's someone who's coming out fresh from rehab or is already undergoing psychotherapy, if it is an outpatient, always encourage them to go for a support group. In a support group, there are those people who are actually still experiencing drug challenges, and there are those who are in recovery. Yes. You are more encouraged. You understand that you're not alone. So it encourages you to actually go through this, And also remember that as these people are actually, as a person, is also getting management for their addiction, it is good as you as a friend or as a family member, help this person to also follow up if they're actually also solving their other co-occurring issues. For them to have been addicted, those challenges that we said could have made them become,
could have triggered this addiction.
Ensure that they are also
dealing with them.
Because if they don't deal with those and they deal with the other part of substance use, it means that their problems are still going to be there, and they may be triggered when they get that solution.
So you're literally cutting the leaves and the branches, not dealing with the root itself. All right.
You have to look at it. If it's coming from a family issues, you have to deal with those. If it is coming from the personal aspect, if it is work that led them, if it is other aspect like other mental illness, because some mental illnesses can make a person use it because they're trying to actually numb their their reality. So ensure that they're actually solving those co-occurring issues.
That's for sure.
And as they're doing all this, it's good that you as a person who's supporting them be open to the idea that relapse could occur. So many people experience relapse.
Yes.
And when a person experiences relapse, how do you approach it? It's not like, I knew it, I could have not supported you, I've used my money.
Exactly. So you don't give up.
Yes.
After you've received that one win, they've gone to rehab, you're seeing some change.
Yes.
It could possibly go back to zero.
Yes, it could possibly go back to zero. And because remember, using substances or becoming addicted, it's something that it's a habit that has developed. And getting out of this, something that you've made your body become used to, it can be so hard. So that's why many people experiences relapse. Chances are high that a person might experience, not everyone, but some people do experience it.
Okay.
So have that in mind, that one can occur.
Yes.
And if it occurs, I still have to support this person, not to criticize this person that I shouldn't have trusted you.
Yes.
I thought you could do this. You were just lying,
you wasted my time.
Yes. Many people do that.
Yes.
And instead of helping this person realize that they still need again help, it helps them to continue because they feel like, after all, they don't believe in me. They just think that I'm that person who uses substances.
Exactly.
So it's good to actually be more open-minded about that.
That's true.
And as you're helping them, you as a loved one, it's good to also take care of yourself. Can you imagine you're trying to take care of someone, but you have been affected by what this person actually underwent through? Maybe because of you were being abused, maybe physically, emotionally, psychologically you felt abused, and maybe this addiction made you develop maybe other mental illnesses. It's good for you to also take care of yourself, seek therapy when necessary, so that you can also be able to support this other person.
That's true.
And also remember that when people go to rehab or go to counseling outpatient for the substance addictions, they are always told you can bring in someone so that you come and do a family session. So it's good for people to continue supporting that. Appear when you are called. Maybe if this person is in rehab and calls you that, they've suggested that we do a family therapy. Show up. Don't just say that this person is in rehab,
Yes.
That takes care of it.
Yeah, that's the mentality out here.
Yeah.
As long as you've checked into a rehab, you will come out very clean and studying clean slate.
Yeah.
And you need to also be supported when you're still in rehab. Yeah,
you still need to be supported, because also that family therapy helps, even if it's not a family member, even friends who visit, it encourages these people. They know that, hey, people love me. Actually, I have to work hard so that this can actually I can manage this.
Yes.
A person who deals with substances, they're always in recovery. Don't get fully, because a relapse might happen. So you are always in recovery. That's why you hear people say, I'm in recovery. Even
I'm a recovering
it's
champion.
15 years later.
Yes.
So it's very good to always attend those psychotherapy so that you can address other issues that also involve you. Yes.
All right. I love it. Thank you so much, Mercy Cheptoo, clinical psychologist. Of course, we want to engage you further. We definitely want to engage you further. So I don't know where we can find you in your socials, on X, on Facebook. How can we, get in touch with you?
On social media, Instagram, Cheptoo the clinical psychologist. On Facebook, Mercy Cheptoo Ramkat.
Right.
On LinkedIn, anything, on Mercy Cheptoo.
I love it. And also your number, your professional number, you can. Yes. And would love that, because also we have probably people who are not on social media. They don't do social media, but they have phone and they have airtime.
Yeah.
So they can also give you a call.
My professional number is 0741 48 69 58. 0741 48 69 58. But remember, Muli,
yes,
even other than just what I've said, because I've said there's no one specific method.
Yes.
It's good to also have to set healthy boundaries.
Yes. Because
as you're helping this person, remember that many would want financial help over and over. So it's good to always have boundaries on this far. This is the farthest I can go in helping you. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
if you're struggling with this, I'm going, this is it. But remember, people will always try to see how strong is your boundary. So even if I say I'm not going to help you with money to finance this because you're not responsible, you're using your money,
yes,
they'll try and see, was Muli serious?
Yeah, true.
So it's good to have boundaries when you're helping a person who's struggling with addiction. And lastly, it's very important to, as someone who's supporting a person, to come to acceptance and forgiveness.
Okay.
Remember, when a person uses substances, the frustrations you've had, maybe you've had to pay legal fees because they've got into trouble. This person has sold your household items.
Imagine,
to get
yes,
money.
yes,
These things do happen.
Yes.
They've sold it. They've fought with many people. They're not in good terms with many people, with friends and everything. So it's very good to have acceptance and forgiveness. When a person is in recovery, forgive them and accept that, yes, they are struggling. They struggled with substance use, or if it's someone who's in addiction, they have struggled with this, but forgive them, so that it's not all the time when they're already out, they're trying to cope up with now the new life after the rehab or after the therapy. You are reminding them that I don't even trust you.
Yes.
You did this and this and this. All the time you're going to remind them of their past.
Yes.
So you're making them relive it over and over instead of supporting them further. So it's very important when you're supporting someone who's having those challenges, you reach to that point that I'm going to forgive this person.
Right.
Yes.
And that is very key.
It's very key. It's very important.
Absolutely. I love it. Thank you so much for dropping by, and of course for dropping the gems. Looking forward to engaging you further on various topics on this. And I hope if you were tuned in, now you have an idea, rough idea on how you can help your loved one. Don't just let them there. All right. Don't just say that's none of my business. Not my monkey, not my circus. Help them. And now that you're armed with the information, I'm sure it's going to be easy for you. Santi sana masi Cheptoo.
Thank you.
Always a pleasure. All right, it's time for some money. How about we give some 2,000 Kenya shillings?
Come on.